Good morning, all. Lots of technical difficulties this morning. Something that I had never seen before. My cell phone was off by an hour, so I was basing everything on that. And I had downloads from Microsoft last night, a bunch of new ones, and have restarted the computer 4 times now. So hopefully everything is working right. Apologize for the inconveniences. The big news overnight is that the Nikkei was up some 1,300 points. China came out and openly said their stock market and economic problems are behind them. Everything's going to get really, really good, really, really fast. So we had Asia up collectively 14.1%. Japan's market was up 7%. The European markets in the UK were up 4.41%. And when I took the numbers down several hours ago, the E-mini was up 21.5. So the direction of the stock market is going to drive the trading today. So we have a verbal from China saying that everything is great right there. Everything's going to get better. The worst is behind them. Abe stayed in office 2 days ago. That rallied their markets. We've had the third day of rally in our stock markets off of its low, off of Fed support. The UK's numbers, manufacturing production off 0.8%, industrial production off 0.4% in the UK. So the hard economic data that comes out is still on the soft side. Resistance, really this area right here, 2.5, 5.5, 7, 8. So we've got 2.5 all the way up to 8 as resistance. So failure to take out 4 to 8 would be the sign that we need is to get short. So support 1's at 3 to 7. Sell 2 is at 11 to 15. I don't think we're going to get through 4 without retesting the London, the overnight session low. On the buy side, we do have the 10-year today. There's no news. We have jolts out, and they're looking at 5.3 million. Last month was 5.24 million. So no big changes there. My screen is too small to see. I don't have a clue, Rich, on how to change that. You're seeing the I really don't have a clue on how to fix that. Manuel, you can see the screens fine. Looks okay. You can see them. Well, thank you. Rich, maybe re-enter. Boy, that was a new one. But nothing this morning would surprise me. My cell phone was off over an hour. And that's really what started the problems, because being tied to the clock probably led to the problems in any meeting too. So we're selling 3s to 7s, 11 to 15s. We're buying 26, 25s to 29s, 17, 21s. Don't think the bottom can fall out of this market because they've got 10-year paper to move. And we'll see the participation of the primary dealer in pain number 3. The toughest piece of paper to move is the intermediate term. I think Rich just came back in. No. Let's see whose mic was open. The gremlins are at work, folks. So I think the key to the treasuries today is going to be right down here, and we've got about 6,700 right there short. So we'll be watching this pain closely. Looking at the knob spread. It's been down, and it looks like it may be trying to bottom. So if we can turn up from here, then the knob spread will be with us. And on the 10-minute, it's recomputing. So we'll take a look at that off the 30-year. We can get that up. Okay, looking at the 30-year, we're at 11. We've got this high at 17, so 15 to 19 is sell 1, and 27 to 31 is sell 2. And we got that low right there. There's just a lot of lows that come in. 27, 22, 21. So this 20 to 24 area could be pretty stout resistance. So 19s or better would be the ideal sell. But right now we're at 12, and we have this W period high at 17. So this is where resistance begins at 17 all the way up to 30. And on the buy side, we have the London low at 30. We're at 12 right now, 1 to 5. On the idea that they got a 10-year paper to move, and then 21 to 25 for buy 2. And it's hard to move this paper if the market is selling. I had a 3-engine shutdown this morning on a 4-engine airplane. I have been scrambling, and I do apologize for that. Okay, we like the sell side of gold last night. We had a 24, basically leaning against 25. Our buys started at 21, then at 15 to 17. So it looks like we're headed lower. We've rejected prices below 17, so it might go a little bit lower. So 15 to 17 buy 1, 10 to 12 buy 2. On the sell side, this 20 to 22 area, and then 24, 26 for sell 2. Again, I don't see the bottom falling out of this market. I mean, with everything that's going on in the Middle East, with the hundreds of thousands of refugees streaming across any border they can get across, and a lot of it is not directly from terror and their countries being overrun. A lot of it is economic opportunity. But you don't know. When these masses of people come in, nobody can be vetted. You have no way to be on top of that. And this chaos around the globe, this invasion of Middle Eastern and North African countries into Europe, we're bringing them into our country too as fast as we can. Not going to turn out well. You're bringing people in that by nature do not want to assimilate. The United States just accommodated these people. They don't have to swear an oath of allegiance to the United States. And imagine inviting that type of person into your country. It doesn't make sense, but that's where we find ourselves these days. Okay, we like the 112.25 sell area. We had a buy last night at 11.50. Looks like we're headed a little lower, so we'll put our first buy at 11.25. Second buy at 11. On the sell side, 11.75, sell 1, 12, sell 2. Crude oil. Got a seller above 46. We've had a buyer into 45, and I don't think that changes quickly. The EIA inventory numbers don't come till tomorrow, so first band of support's 45. Looks like we're headed lower. And then 44 1/4, 44.50, picking up this area right down here. Just where support currently is. As far as resistance goes, 46, 46 1/4, sell 1, 46.50, 75, sell 2. Pretty much where we were yesterday on the close. Okay, just to show you where we are on the E-mini, got a bar chart. And we're in our third day of a rally, so you can see that we're rejecting prices under 1920, and we may be rejecting prices above 1985. If we get through the 1992 area this morning, you know, that 2034 area, this line right here, looks like that would be the next target, just structurally. So if we bust through 1992, 1993, right here, these highs, then structurally you can see this line across the chart is where next resistance structurally should be. And on to the E-mini chart. Today's going to be an interesting day. A lot of the commentary overnight was the shorts getting squeezed in Japan because China doesn't have free markets. You can't operate over there. A lot of shorts for the Chinese market are put in a cross hedge with the Japanese market, and cross hedges are very, very dangerous because they don't have to work. It's not a direct hedge, and that makes for very, very different trading. So we got the London high here at 92. Last rotate up was 88. So selling failure to take out this 90-92 level, I think, is the easiest trade to see. If we get through that, 99 to 01 would be the sell 2 area. I think we can trade a little bit lower. You can see the 78 to 80 area ought to be reasonable support, so 79 to 81 will be buy 1, and then we're going to make it 70 to 75 for buy 2. Got this breakout from 69, we got this single print at 73, we got the last rotate down in D period in the Asian market at 76. So again, failure to take out the overnight session high is going to be the easiest trade to see. And if we don't carry through and prevail today, then Fed support and short covering is what took us higher. It's going to take a bit to get everything up and around. I'll be back with you as soon as possible. I apologize for the inconveniences this morning, but sometimes stuff happens. Later.